Here with Wayne State baseball coach Ryan Kelley. And Coach, there's a lot happening with the baseball program. Let's start with summer of 2013. The plan for Harwell Field is announced. December of 2015, you had an even bigger announcement.
Absolutely. A lot of hard work was put in by our administration, Athletic Director Rob Fournier, Gary Spicer, longtime attorney of Mr. Harwell, and we made the announcement that we reached $1.4 million to start the process of construction.
Now, explain what that means, start the process of construction. You still want more money, you still need more money. There's bigger plans in the future, but where are we right now?
Well, our primary goal is for phase one, which was the stadium piece, the behind home plate, press box, seating, museum style. That's phase one. Phase two was an expanded clubhouse for the team and maybe even community use. So that's phase two, where we still need to raise money for that. But phase one was the main target, and we're there. There's still some things in place that we have to do. The athletic director has to meet with university officials to start that whole process, but we're on target.
How gratifying was it for you when you got that notice that, hey, we're there, we're on target, we're going to get going and at least get that first part happening?
Yeah, it's great. It's excitement. The release went out on our Wayne State website for athletics and got a lot of great feedback from alumni, supporters, families in the community, and we're just really looking forward to the opportunity to play at Harwell Field.
You got a lot of support from alumni in the community and the family and all of that. Does getting that first phase taken care of, do you think that'll be an impetus to get more fundraising done now that they see, hey, this thing's really happening?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's one thing to see a rendering or a graphic than actually touch it and see it in person, in a physical presence. I think it's going to be tremendous. And there's still things we need to do, as we mentioned. We still need to raise more money. There's still things we want to do to really make the place great. And so for people to actually see it, I think it's going to help us out tremendously in terms of development.
All right, before we go any further, if people want to get involved, what do they do?
Everything's on our website, WSUathletics.com. It's a great Harwell piece right there. It shows the renderings, the topics, the ideas, the concepts. It's a great opportunity to go and take a look.
All right, you talked about what phase one will be a little bit. Give a little detail. I know there's an Ebbets Field feel to it to go along with that Boston green monster out in left field and the old Tiger Stadium scoreboard. You got a lot of classic baseball effects going on.
Well, I think when you start thinking about Detroit, and you take it down a little bit to Midtown, all the excitement that's going on in Midtown, the university, all the surrounding businesses, the people that are moving here and living here, it's just another venue to come and be a part of something special. And so having a great baseball park, the setting, we mentioned the Ebbets Field piece. Ernie Harwell got his first Major League Broadcasting job with the Brooklyn Dodgers, and so having the Ebbets Field concept, combining it with the Fenway Park replica green monster, the old Tiger Stadium scoreboard, it's a great stop to come take a look at baseball history. And we've been around for 75 years with Wayne State baseball. Alumni could bring their kids, their grandkids to come here and say, hey, this is where I played ball, and now take a look at what this is all about.
You talk about what this is going to bring to the program. You already do pretty well with recruiting. This has to help, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, facilities and resources are always instrumental in the recruiting process at any school, and so we've done a lot of work over the years here, and it just continue to grow and build. This stadium venture will be a tremendous impact in recruiting for sure.
Do you think this will be a situation where you'll be able to rent the field out, so to speak, to Legion teams, high school teams, any kind of team?
Well, we already do some facility rentals, and I think with this, the stadium going up, it's just going to increase the awareness, and more people want to come down and play in Detroit, visit Detroit, and so on. I mean, beyond the facility rental of the field, I think there will be opportunities for people to rent the stadium. There's going to be a large museum piece in there of Ernie Harwell and baseball memorabilia, so there would be a space where people maybe come have a special event inside the actual stadium.
Let's talk about that. You know, it's not just putting Ernie Harwell's name on a stadium or Ernie and Lulu's name on a stadium. They're involved, and they're going to be more involved, and you're going to get to see some of their items.
Absolutely. You think about Ernie Harwell, the impact he had of decades in Detroit. The '84 World Series, '68 World Series, but he's been around some pretty special people. He spent time with Jackie Robinson when Jackie got into the game, and Bobby Thompson's shot heard around the world. He called that, and we'll have some things from his artifacts and his memorabilia on display, and it's just an opportunity for people to come and learn about a great baseball man, and beyond baseball, just the human being he was and the type of leader he was, and just a great ambassador to Detroit, Michigan. I think it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, like you say, it's a way for Gary Spicer to honor him, for Lulu to honor her late husband, and for all Detroit fans who loved Ernie Harwell to kind of reattach to him?
Absolutely. People are always flocking to Detroit now. There's a lot of things going on, and hey, stop by and learn about Ernie Harwell. Bring your kids, and let's showcase who this man was and what he meant to our community.
All right, let's talk about some other stuff that's been happening with the Wayne State baseball program, kind of keeping that Tiger theme. You, in December, had the annual Parish Trammell Baseball Camp, and you had a third member of the '84 World Champs hanging around too.
Yeah, it's been hard to believe, but we've already been 6 years in now. We've done the annual Allen Trammell and Lance Parish Camp. We've probably had around 1,500 kids come through the Wayne State doors over those 6 years to participate in that event. And they've had such a good time, Trammell and Parish. They wanted to invite some of their teammates, so they called up Dan Petrie this year, and Dan Petrie made an appearance. And we had a great time. We had 2 camps on that December day, and we're really looking forward to a future with them as well.
Well, they had to get a pitcher involved finally. And speaking of pitchers, your guy, Anthony Bass, is going to have his annual camp coming up mid-January.
Yeah, Anthony Bass's camp coming up January 16th. It'll be the 4th annual pitching-only clinic. So pitching's a tough position. A lot of people are always asking about how to develop at that spot. And so we're going to offer an opportunity for grades 3 through 12. Anthony does a really good job. He's inviting his former high school teammate, Matt Shoemaker, who pitches for the Angels, to be on hand as well. But a great chance for kids that are from the area to come and meet local guys that are actually into big leagues and see how they got to that level and learn from them. A lot of development at the pitching position with that camp.
And all the participants get a lot out of it. Wayne State gets a lot out of it too, because Anthony gives it back to the program, doesn't he?
For sure, yeah. Well, Wayne State was a special place for Anthony. Obviously, he got to the big leagues through Wayne State, and this is an opportunity for him to give back to our program and our university, and that's what he does.
All right. Well, lastly, Coach, getting close to where you've got to get those guys on the road, get practicing, and I think you're going to Tennessee, Indiana, and Florida before you get back up here and play?
We are. Yeah, we're going to make a couple weekend trips. First Nashville, Tennessee, then we'll go down to Evansville, Indiana the weekend after that, and then we'll be back in the Orlando, Florida area in March. But practices start up January 11th when school hits, and we're excited.
What are the prospects for this year? I know the expectations are always to contend for that GLIAC title. What do you guys look at for 2016?
Well, right now, coming off of last year, we're looking at health. We had 6 surgeries last year, and so everyone's bounced back. We've done a lot of work sports medicine-wise, strength and conditioning-wise, where we're healthy. So we're looking to maintain our health to really compete for that championship, try to win every game possible, and have a lot of fun in the ride.
All right, Coach, thanks. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Not just me, but the whole team, all my teammates were really excited to see the backstop, all the stadium, the museum, all that go up and get to play on it next year.
It's definitely it's going to be special, coming back as an alumni. Going to see the beautiful the venue that it's going to be. It's just special, that's going to be put up in Ernie Harwell and his wife Lulu's memory, knowing that he he's done so much for the community and youth sports.
Once it's finally up there, it's going to be great to see, because I've been hearing so much about it, doing so many things for it. Even though I won't get to play a college game in it, you're right, it will be nice to play the alumni game on it at least.
We already got the big wall, the whole outfield wall, just like Fenway Park, the Tigers Stadium old scoreboard, and just adding this backstop and eventually the clubhouse, just going to really add to the character of our field.
We already have a beautiful venue as it is. Our dugouts are very nice. Our field surface is really nice as well. But just this is going to be unbelievable. The venue is just going to be just beautiful. So, like you said, I won't be able to enjoy it, but I'll definitely be coming back and watching a lot of games and the alumni game as well. But it's definitely going to be a gorgeous venue.
We do a lot for it, but especially our coaches, Coach Kelley, Rob Fournier, and all the other people behind the scenes. They've done so much work, and really for them and for us, it's going to be great to finally have it come through.
A lot of guys will be more apt to come back. Not that we don't already have a great showing for the alumni game, but it'll definitely attract a few more guys for sure.
Just the idea of it, it felt like coming here at first, we were like, that was a huge honor having just our own locker room in the MIF, hearing about a possible clubhouse, the backstop. It was unbelievable, really. So now that's actually on the verge of happening, it's really exciting.